What's up guys? Welcome back to a new video. Thank you for joining me on today's vlog. I've got a very busy day trying to get ready for the next hunt, which I'm leaving for tonight. It's gonna be an eventful day, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of do a day in the life vlog. I'm gonna take the camera around with me all day because there's a lot of exciting stuff and cool things that I think you guys will enjoy anyways. So first off, I need to take care of my dang backpack. This thing got bloody, and with the heat, it got stinky. I took it to the car wash as soon as I can and just sprayed it down with soap. I just so happen to have this Deer Under the Influence. It's kind of like a vanilla smell. I figured, well, it's better than nothing, so I'm gonna hit it with that real quick. Maybe that'll keep the flies off, I really don't know, but I figured I'd let it air out, dry out in the sun, hit it with some of this. Anyways, let's see what happens. By the way, I finally shot my first velvet mule deer with a bow. There he is. Just a nice 3-point. This guy was the most consistent deer in the basin. He gave me a lot of different opportunities. I think it was the 4th stalk that we finally made it happen. He fed right to me. I was ambushing him, sitting in a little bit of a pine tree, kind of like a little deer bed, and he came to 51 yards. One shot. Shot him late at night, so we found him the next day. But anyways, we're gonna go take care of his velvet next.
Dude, I'm stoked for you. How cool is that?
Thanks, man.
That's been a long time coming.
I know, especially I really wanted to get one at deer camp.
Backs on that guy. Sweet.
So guys, this is AJ.
Hey, what's going on?
Is it Velvet Lock? Velvet Lock. That's what I thought. I thought there was no T. So let's have you explain exactly what we're gonna do.
You guys, if you follow us on Instagram, we're at Velvet Lock. We developed this product between myself and Daryl and Trent. It's an antler preservative. So we're gonna spray this stuff on here, starting at the tips, working all the way down. We want the product to actually run out the bases so you can actually see it going all the way down the antler. It's about 60 to 72 hour window. It literally preserves that velvet, hardens it completely to the bone, eliminates any smell, takes out all the moisture, and keeps flies and bugs off of it.
From what I know, again, don't know much about velvet, haven't had to deal with it ever. I've heard people inject them with stuff.
Correct.
And how does that differ from a product like this? Like, what do you think that process is versus this?
Yeah, so we actually have 4 or 5 taxidermists right now testing this product for us. Again, this is, we've been using it for years with great success. The individual and I that actually created it, he was a guide out in Nevada and Idaho for 15 plus years. So he deals with velvet all the time. So we developed this product. So typically what you'll do, Eric, is you'll kill a buck like this, right? You'll take it to your taxidermist and he's gonna flip that thing around and inject it right at the bases. There's 2 main veins that run up in there, right? And then they split right at your fork if you killed anything bigger than a 2-point. And what that does is that formaldehyde is what they use, is a pretty toxic chemical. So this thing will actually, formaldehyde will dry it all out and do exactly what this product does. Except, again, you have to deal with hazardous chemicals. It's extremely toxic. You're supposed to wear glasses and a respirator when you do it.
So this is a product that you'll sell eventually, not yet. And next year, you guys can purchase the product, and you would probably want to have it with you if you're hunting that time of the year. So as soon as you kill it, you can do it, or is it more a home thing?
So either one. You want to purchase this and you want to have this in your pack, right?
Yeah.
You want to have it on hand, whether you're, I mean, it doesn't matter what species. If you're going after caribou or moose, whatever it is, if you're going after anything in velvet, you want to have this stuff on hand.
Cool, man. All right, so I'm going to hand it off to AJ. He's going to go cure this baby. But yeah, that is my first velvet buck ever. First velvet anything. And got him with my bow at deer camp, so pretty stoked. Feels good to get that taken care of and hand it over to AJ. So huge thanks to him for offering his service. I'm excited to see how the product turns out, the final product. I'm meeting Jared with Great Basin Antler Buyer is his business name. And we've been talking back and forth this spring about me selling some of my shed antlers. So a lot of this stack, sadly, has got to go, but for good reason. I'm gonna follow this video up with why I'm selling these and what I'm gonna use the money for. Anyways, got a lot of work. Bridget's got a stack to sell over there of browns. She's got some whites in the backyard I'm gonna snag. And then I'm gonna dig through my pile and sell anything that I don't wanna keep. And Jared's gonna buy them, and we'll talk to Jared. A lot of people ask, what do you do with all the antlers? We're gonna ask him exactly where did these dang things go. Oh man, that one hurts. That was a big heavy one from Arizona, yeah.
Was that one of them? Oh yeah, I remember seeing that one.
He's gone. All right, Jared's here to pick up all the antler. So we're weighing the brown graded, or the A grade, top grade, what do you call it?
A grade.
It's all the same.
Anything without cracks.
So yeah, I got some deer, some brown, some white, some chalk, and then Bridget has a stack. She's gonna get rid of some stuff. Need to make some room in the house. Been sitting on these for way too long. I don't know why. It's nothing I really care to keep, but they're just fun to have. So the number one question I get is, where do they go?
They go a lot of different places. I export to China. I make dog chews, sell to other dog chew companies. People make jewelry.
So you got the craft, overseas, dog chews. Those are the most common.
The two biggest markets is definitely, or the one biggest market is dog chews. It's definitely controlling the market these days. Other than that, Asian market, and then the small craft markets. Yeah. Jewelry, that kind of stuff.
Every spring I always think, oh, I'm gonna sell these individually or cut them up or do something, and I just don't have the time. So to get rid of antler, the best way is just to sell in bulk, save myself time, get rid of it all at once. If I had the time, you could make them dog chews or, like you said, craft and stuff like that, but I'm just not into that stuff, so I'm selling it. So there's the browns. I think that's everything. Looks like 120 pounds of browns, so that'll help. That'll help recover some gas money right there. That's all we're doing, is recovering gas and hotel costs. Well, even after selling all those sheds, which was like a whole side of that, I'm back to square one. Too many antlers in the house. Those big ones, as awkward as they are shaped and they're so bowy, they just don't stack well like the smaller sheds that I sold. So I didn't make a ton of room, but I made a little bit of room, and it felt good just to get rid of some of those sheds I knew I was going to keep forever anyways. But at some point I should probably go through that stack, maybe move them into the office or somewhere out of the living room. They're really taken away from my barnwood wall feel. So on to the next chore, guys. Because I got my buck, I am full of meat. Let me show you the goods. Got a couple things. So this is half of a back strap. I got the 3 other halves in here. They're trimmed up, cleaned up, ready to go. Both of these are ready to go for grind. I'm gonna do a batch of burger. It's a lot of the scrap meat, and honestly, it's probably some good meat that could be cut into steaks, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do a batch of burger because I've been enjoying the burger, making snack sticks out of them. My dad has been making a ton of snack sticks out of my meat. All his friends and co-workers on the job site absolutely love them. So do a grind, and I'm gonna cook one of those back straps. I need some stuff for my little cooking video. I am going to shoot a cooking video on a stuffed bacon wrap venison backstrap. That's what I'm gonna do next. So I gotta go get some bacon. I'm gonna get some veggies, some onions. Should be interesting. I can't wait to actually eat the dang thing. So I'm gonna cook it, like I said, on the Camp Chef, but I'll make a video for the Hush channel. I'll walk you guys through a couple of steps and show you guys what exactly it is I'm doing. Guys, this is a huge part of my life. Making videos not only for this channel, but making them for the Hush channel. I haven't done a cooking video forever, so like I said, I'm gonna make a cooking video using the venison backstrap that I just shot, my velvet buck. And what we'll need is bacon, because it's gonna be wrapped in bacon. And we're gonna saute some veggies to fill up the middle. Now, a lot of people use sour cream or cheeses and all kinds of other stuff for the mixture. I'm trying to keep this healthy, so this is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna make a full-length film for the Hush channel so you guys can watch it over there, but I'm actually going to get started doing that, but just wanna show you guys part of my day is work, and it's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people never see. It's just running errands, getting ready to shoot videos, and like you'll see later, cutting videos, swapping SD cards, charging batteries, etc. Red bell pepper and onion. Just gonna let those slowly cook in a splash of olive oil. This is the piece of meat that runs right down their spine. You get 2 sides of it. This is about half of one side, and it's the thicker side, which comes from the back. We're not gonna go all the way through, but we're almost going to go all the way through. All right, we're gonna throw that right there on the bacon. You can actually just kind of roll it onto the other side, like so. Well, it's 5:20 p.m. now, and it's time to get out my meat grinder. This is what I use to do my burger. If you know Spanish, there you go. Basically, it's electric. Plug it in. You have This pushes the meat forward into this, which from there you have the grinder spinning because it's connected to that. And you have 3 different grinds, so a fine, medium, and thick. I like the medium myself, and then this is a meat push. You push the meat down with that. This is your tray. Anyways, I'm gonna get it set up and show you guys, and then we're gonna grind some deer meat. See that little notch right there? It sits up right into there. I'm gonna start my station. I'm gonna have some meat here. I'm gonna cut it into small chunks. I'm gonna load it in here, and then it's gonna shoot it out here into a tray. We'll put it right into a big old bowl. Then I have to put it in the food saver and vacuum seal it. So I've got all the meat right here. I've got the grinder put together right here. A lot of this is gonna be cut down to small pieces, and some of this stuff is great meat for steak or roast. But I personally am really enjoying burger lately because I'm making a lot of snack sticks. And my dad, who is just here, he's been making a lot of snack sticks out of my wild game burger. Most of it's gonna have to be cut up into smaller pieces. But a lot of it, like these are about the sizes you want. So put in there. We'll get one going real quick to show you guys. Put that in there. This chunk could probably go. And spits it out as burger. Is that like the cleanest, leanest, no fat added burger you've ever seen? So good. Okay, we're gonna do the entire batch and I'll show you a little bit more of a grinding up burger. These are about the sizes you want. Looks like I missed some silver skin on that one or whatever. Absolutely love making my own burger. It's almost just as satisfying as taking out a backstrap out of your deer or elk. Let me show you how easy this is though. Turn that on. If you're not making your own burger at home and you would like to, I would recommend getting a good sized grinder. This is not like the most expensive one. It's definitely not industrial grade. It's made for just doing it at your house. With that, you have to kind of chop them up into smaller pieces. But guys, this is great. I've done a batch before where I added bacon, made hamburgers out of that, and it was amazing. But again, this is the day in the life. This is the kind of stuff I do, especially through hunting season. So I'm gonna finish this batch and then I gotta get the vacuum sealer. We're done. We got the grind, we got the burger. Let me give you the up close. I can honestly, I shouldn't say I can do this all day, but I do enjoy this, guys, so much. This is a huge part of the hunt. It's a huge part of the experience. People do ask, hey, do you butcher your own meat? And when I have the time, I will. Not every situation allows me to. If I have the time to do it myself, I enjoy it. It's hard work, but it's fun. Now we're going to put it in the food saver. Fun fact for anybody who's wondering, a lot of people ask, how do you guys make money? I was paid, I think last year around this time of the year, to do what is called a brand deal for the food saver. So they paid me to show off the food saver and the bags, the bag rolls like this, on both my YouTube and my Instagram. So I'm not getting paid here. Obviously I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing. I don't get paid by the meat grinder company. There's plenty of things I show you guys that we don't get paid for. A lot of people think we're just over sponsored, etc., etc., etc. But you do make money doing this, and we do have value. If you have a following on social media, you can make money through what is called a brand deal. So I did one with Food Saver. Anyways, just a little fun fact, thought you guys would think that was interesting. Now I am going to take the burger and make bags, seal this stuff up, and get it to the freezer. First thing you do is you have to make a bag, and you start out by sealing the bottom. Again, before I got this, I had a food saver myself, but this version, which is the big game version, is so much nicer. Not trying to sell you guys on one of these, but if you're doing this at home, you should check it out. Now that that's sealed, you open it, and now you have the bottom part of your bag is sealed tight. And then you just want to, you can make whatever size bag you want. For burger, I'm gonna make about, oh, let's try that big. I used to just throw a bunch of burger at the bottom of that and seal it, and then it would just be this like circular tube. It didn't stack very well. So what I'm gonna do is fill it with burger and actually flatten it out. I'll show you guys. If you just flatten it out, you probably do have to use a little bit more bag than you normally would. But if you just flatten it out like so and seal it that way, they pack in the freezer much better because they're flat. So I could probably fit a little bit more in there. We'll call it good, just like that. So roll that down into there. This is nice because you guys remember the ones where you had to sit there and push on it. You just close it, hit the vacuum seal, and it'll do the hard work for you. Just wait till it goes green, and then it will go red to seal and shut off. And that's how you have yourself some good vacuum packed hamburger at home. It's going in the freezer. It'll stack nice and flat. We got 2 bowls to do, so I'm gonna get to work. I'm tired, guys. It's 10:18, not that that's super late, but I've had a long day. I think I woke up at 6:30, and it's just been go, go, go. Trying to get everything done, and I still never made it to Monarch Mountain Taxidermy like I was supposed to pick up an axis deer hide and a coyote. Never made it, so I'll have to wait to do that because tomorrow morning we're leaving about 4 a.m. to go to deer camp to hunt with Jordan Harbertson. Anyways, this is kind of the last thing I got to do before the night is over. Is I have cameras, GoPros, extra batteries, bike batteries, everything's charging, and now I have to clear all these guys, SD cards. I organize my SD cards in folders by day, by camera. That way when Martin and I edit them together for the Hush series, everything's organized. But just the time it takes to go through content and drop footage like we call it, it's time consuming, especially when you have phone scope footage, GoPro footage, head cam footage, vlog cam footage, and I have the footage from Martin's big camera. So lots to do. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you tagging along today, a day in the life. That's pretty common between just cleaning stuff from the last hunt, getting ready for the next hunt, doing all the chores in between, especially when you harvest an animal. Clearly, I could have taken that animal to just get butchered, but I decided to do it myself because I did have time, and again, I enjoy it. Anyways, guys, have a good night. I'm headed up to the mountain to hunt with Jordan. Maybe I'll bring the vlog cam and get a couple clips up there for you. Again, I'll try to keep videos on this channel updated as much as possible. But it's busy season, guys. Hunting season is in full swing, and I have many tags. So I will see you on the next video, though. Appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.